Ron, so good to see you. A really important topic today, how to make sure your inheritance doesn't disappear. And I'm glad we have time to talk today because I came across this article recently. Check out this study. 42% of heirs see their net worth fall back to or below pre-inheritance levels within just 1 year. And the average inheritance studied in the data was $133,000 gone in 1 year. What do you think is driving this behavior?
Thanks, Erin. Yeah, this is a really important topic. And I think that the biggest factor is that an inheritance often feels like found money
Yeah.
rather than earned money.
Hmm.
People tend to be much more intentional with money that they feel like they've earned, especially money they've spent decades working for,
Hmm.
versus money that arrives suddenly. And if someone already has a habit of spending recklessly, probably the same thing is going to happen with that inheritance money. But
Hmm.
if people already have financial education, if they already have financial discipline, it's much more likely that they will save and invest that money and use it wisely.
Easy come, easy go. And then in
You
this
got it.
study, too, it suggests the pattern is more extreme than with other financial windfalls like winning the lottery. Why are inheritances different?
Well, number one, there's this emotional connection to a loved
Yeah.
one that has left this money. And especially for the people who have trouble controlling their spending, a lot of times they look at this as like a final gift and that they're supposed to go out and spend it on something, whether that ends up being a new car, paying down debt, a nice vacation, or just an increase in their lifestyle altogether. That's a big reason why we see this money get spent versus or rather than saved.
hmm So, Ron, you've been doing this for a while. What mistakes do you see families making when it comes to passing down wealth?
I would say the biggest mistake is focusing solely on the transfer of the assets itself
Hmm.
while ignoring financial education and ignoring that open communication within families.
Yeah.
Many families spend years planning on how to pass the money down, but very, very little time talking to the heirs about how to manage it once they inherit it. I've
hmm
seen situations where the beneficiaries, they don't understand taxes, they don't understand investing. Some of them don't even understand simple budgeting or the goals that their parents had for the money.
Right.
So when that happens, the inheritance can become a short-term spending opportunity rather than long-term legacy.
hmm Well, then, for all the families who are watching us today, what strategies can help and ensure that an inheritance actually lasts?
Well, first of all, making sure that you have your estate documents set up and putting them in order, whether it's a will, power of attorney, advanced healthcare directives. But when it comes specifically to transferring money, a trust can be very, very helpful. That
Hmm.
way, a person can kind of control from beyond the grave how that money is spent, so to speak, versus their beneficiaries receiving all that money in a one time lump sum where they're maybe likely to go out and spend it rather than using the money intelligently.
Yes. No, we are all emotional when it comes to spending money. It's hard not to be human with that. But you bring up
Absolutely.
so many good points, Ron. If somebody would like to come in and sit down with you in the office, invite the kids in, make sure all generations are in one room with you, what's the best way to reach you with questions?
Well, first of all, they can reach me at my website at www.snellerfinancial.com, or they can call at 248-499-9676. And I just kind of would like to add here at the end is that's something that we actually do quite often with clients.
Yeah.
Have them in for their annual reviews in a strategy session, have them bring their adult children with them so they can meet us, become familiar with us. And if their kids live out of state, there have been several times where we set up a Zoom meeting where the parents can be here in the office with us and the kids can be visiting with us remotely from Colorado and Florida, California, but several different states we've done this with to help our clients and their children's build that relationship so they know where to go and they know what they should do once they do inherit that wealth.
Absolutely. Well worth the time. Ron, thank you so much for your help with this. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Erin.